Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chris,
and Ralph.
and today we are going to be doing a video talking about DC Fandome. And this is something that we're really looking forward to. Last year we did watch the Fandome stream that they had throughout the day. And before we get into this year's coming up, I just want to talk about last year's and the things that we saw and the things that we were super excited about after Fandome was over. So I'm going to pass it off to Ralph. And Ralph, tell me your thoughts about last year's Fandome.
Last year it was pretty again, and boy, by the time DC Fandom was finished, it's nearly night.
Yeah, like DC Fandom started here. It was like around maybe 12,
10.
like 10,
or,
10,
or 12 p.m.
10 between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it ended like around 8:30, something like that. And then, yeah, just throughout the day, we watched it and we were just super excited because of the stuff that they released. Like what?
Like Black Adam, the concept trailer.
Yeah, so they announced, they showed some concept art for Black Adam, the Rock's new movie coming out next year. And what are your thoughts from last year, from their panel from last year?
Last year it was pretty good. Like stuff I'm looking forward to see, like Shazam 2, The Flash,
Yeah.
Black Panther, Batman.
What else?
The Snyder Cut.
Yeah, they showed the trailer for the Snyder Cut last year at Fandom, and that was crazy, right?
Yeah, and also before they mentioned the panel, the trailer was been leaked.
Yeah, actually, yeah, before, because they were doing panels throughout the day for last year's Fandom, and I'm sure they're going to do the same thing for this year. They were showing, so basically they were showing up the lineup, showing the lineup of what it was going to be. It was going to be Zack Snyder's Justice League. They're going to talk about the Flash, and every time had its own time slot. But before it got to the Zack Snyder panel, the trailer had leaked online, and yes, I did. I watched the leaked trailer, and I was excited. And then once, so what was your reaction whenever we finally got the official Zack Snyder trailer Fandom last year?
Oh, like man, this looks even better than the Joss Whedon lead.
Yes, 100%, and it was amazing. And yeah. What else?
Man, I did put the Joss Whedon the Justice League DVD on storage.
Oh yeah. We had the Justice League on DVD, the 2017 version, and he put it up in storage because he didn't want to look at it anymore.
Yeah, right now waiting for the replacement.
Oh yeah, the Zack Snyder. He wants to get the Blu-ray Zack Snyder, which we'll probably end up getting. All right, so that was last year's Fandom, and right now we're going to talk about this year's Fandom and the things that we expect and the things that we hope to see, and yeah. So they did release a small little trailer a few days ago, and it was just a teaser for the Fandom. It was just showing like what to expect, more footage from the Batman trailer. I believe behind the scenes footage, behind the scenes footage of Black Adam. That we were going to see for sure. We were going to see behind the scenes footage of Shazam Fury of the Gods, and Aquaman 2. I don't remember what they said about Aquaman 2, but we were going to get something for that. So right now we're going to go through every movie, and not just the movies, but also the video games and the shows that they have announced and all the other stuff that they have going on. First off, we'll start off with The Batman because that comes out. That's the first DC movie to come out next year. It's not DCEU, but it is the first DC movie. So, Ralphie, all right. So, is Batman one of your favorite characters?
Yeah, during my childhood.
During your childhood is Batman, and he is my favorite character, my favorite superhero. He has the best rogues gallery. To me, he has some of the best storylines. That has ever been written. And so, what are your thoughts on the teaser that they dropped last year?
Yeah.
Us watching that teaser, what do you want to see going into this year's Fandom?
Well, let's see, like another teaser with some new footage. Because they said last year the film was been 20% filmed before they dropped the teaser for DC Fandom.
Oh, yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Matt Reeves did say that they were like 10, 15, 20% into production. And then they used whatever they had filmed for that teaser trailer last year for Fandom. And they've already wrapped up production, I believe. And I'm sure they have wrapped up production. And since they have, hopefully the trailer that we do get for this year's fandom shows us a little bit more about the storyline. Maybe it shows us a little bit more of the Riddler, because they did show us the Riddler at the beginning of last year's teaser. But hopefully we see him, him without the face masks or anything, like without the whole mask around his whole face, covering his whole head. Maybe we'll see him without that. And so this is the Batman is my most anticipated movie next year. Is that one of the years or what is it?
So, the 2022 Batman, it deserves it to see in theaters.
Yeah, we're gonna go see it in theaters.
Yeah, because like if they did not delay the film, the film would be also released in HBO Max and theaters.
Eventually, eventually it's gonna be on HBO Max, but we do want to see it in theaters. It comes out March next year. I don't know exactly what day. Right now, I'll pull up the dates and stuff. But like I said, this is my most anticipated film next year, and Robert Pattinson. I'm just basing this off a teaser, obviously, and then off of the still images that we've seen of him in the cow and everything like that. He has the potential to be my second favorite Batman ever. My favorite Batman is Christian Bale's Batman, the Nolan trilogy. And if they go with the tone that they're trying to set with, the somber, dark, gritty, Matt Reeves the other day said that he wants to go for the saddest Batman story that he can think of that he wrote along with all the rest of his writers. And what else? What else do you expect to see in the new Batman movie?
I could expect to see is that R rated.
You think it's gonna be R rated? You hope that it's R rated?
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I hope that it's R rated too. I don't think it will, because it's Batman and they have to get more money, and PG-13 is more accessible to to parents who would probably take their kids. If it's R rated, they'll probably not let their kids go watch it. What else?
That's basically it for
Okay.
me though. But there's one thing was been rumored last year
What?
about the bat emblem made out of the bullet in it that killed his parents.
The gun?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's been a little rumor going around last year, that the bat emblem symbol on his chest, that it's made out of the gun that killed his parents. If they do that, that would be really interesting. I believe it has been done in the comics, so it could be something that they can use as well in the movie. And in terms of the characters, I'm excited to see Catwoman for sure. Zoe Kravitz, I think she'll be an amazing Catwoman. And then we'll see the Riddler, who's going to be the big baddie of the movie. We're going to see Penguin. And in the trailer, we did see Penguin, his full prosthetic. And he looked really, really, really incredible. It's going to be more a real world Penguin compared to Batman Returns, Danny DeVito's Penguin. I love Danny DeVito. I love that Penguin.
And then I do enjoy Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia is really funny. But that's totally 90s. Early 90s, it's a Tim Burton movie. So the Penguin that we got, it's fun. It was interesting. Obviously, Danny DeVito's amazing. But to see a more realistic Penguin in this new Batman film is something that I'm really going to be looking forward to. And what else? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just that we see, hopefully we see more footage. And hopefully we just get more backstory on this Batman story. Okay, and so now we're going to move on from the Batman, and we're going to be talking about Black Adam, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay, Ralph, you want to start us off with this one?
Oh, what I'm looking forward to see some the actual footage of the film, because last year it just concept about it.
Yeah.
For a teaser. And
what else?
So yeah. Oh, I'm have nothing much to say about it except looking forward to see this movie in theaters.
Do you think The Rock's gonna be a good Black Adam? I think he's going to be. You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. For this movie, obviously, like I've said it already, that The Rock is going to be Black Adam. And The Rock has been attached to this project for several years. About, I want to say 3-4 years at most, I think, that there was rumors that he was going to be portraying Black Adam in a DC film. And about like 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, they announced that he's officially going to be Black Adam. But even before that announcement, he's been attached to it. He's been, you know, talking about it on the social medias and everything like that. And right now, I'm pulling up the cast so we can look at it.
And he did produce the 2019 Shazam.
Yeah, him. He was one of the producers, I believe. I don't know what position he was, but he was a part of the Shazam movie back in 2019. So The Rock, he's really gonna care about this property. He's really gonna care about Black Adam, and he's gonna want to portray the best Black Adam possible that he can. And right here, like I said, I have the cast. So we're gonna see Doctor Fate's gonna be in it. The Wizard, Cyclone, Hawkman's gonna be really interesting. And so out of the characters that I just named, I am really excited to see Doctor Fate, who is going to be played by Pierce Bronson, James Bond. And Doctor Fate, he is, let's just say how it is. He's DC's Doctor Strange. I don't know, whichever one came first. That's neither here or there. But to see them dabble in magic in the DCEU is going to be something very interesting. I feel like with the introduction of Doctor Fate, that they can eventually do the Dark Justice League with Constantine, Boston, Zatanna. They're going to be doing a Zatanna movie and things like that.
And Batgirl movie.
What is it?
And the Batgirl movie.
What is that? Oh, Batgirl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. Oh, yeah, the Batgirl movie and things like that. And yeah, there's not that much to say about the Black Adam because we don't have any teaser. We just have footage, concept art. The Rock released a photo on its Instagram a while back of him in costume, but it doesn't show the whole costume. It just shows his back, and obviously he's swole as hell. And I will say from that photo that the set design looks incredible, and you could tell from this movie in particularly that they're going to be building a lot of sets like they did for the Suicide Squad. They built a bunch of in-house sets, and obviously it's going to be CG for a lot of the movie because Black Adam is going to be flying. But I'm sure that though the Rock's going to be doing a lot of his stunts, and obviously as a stuntman and things like that. Alrighty, 1 second. Rafi, you want to get us started for Aquaman 2?
Oh, and Aquaman 2, I'm looking for a season movie. And then early today, they recently dropped a new look.
Okay, we'll get to that new look right now in a bit. First, I just want to talk about Aquaman 2 for a second. All right, so Aquaman 2 is slated to be the third DC movie that comes out next year. It's going to be the second DCEU film after Black Adam. So that's going to be starring, obviously, Jason Momoa, who was Aquaman. And Aquaman, the first one, it's in my top 4 DCEU films. I absolutely love Aquaman. Black Manta, he is legit my favorite villain in the DCEU right now. He's incredible. Every time Black Manta was on the screen, he stole. He chewed the scenery, and he was just incredible. And I hope that he is at the focal point. I hope he's the main villain for Aquaman 2. And the reason why I think that, because my brother Ralph just mentioned it right now, that they released a picture of the Aquaman suit. So this is called the stealth suit. Let me pull it up right here. So if you take a look at that, that's the stealth suit that he's gonna be wearing throughout the movie, maybe for little scenes like that. So if it's a stealth suit, and he's going to be facing Black Manta. Black Manta's a pirate. He's very stealthy. He does missions underwater. So if Aquaman's going to be going toe to toe with Black Manta, having a stealth suit would be pretty neat, and it would be nice. It's going to be nice to see on screen. What else are you expecting to see?
So in the first movie, Black Manta was a side villain. In the first movie, and kind of hoping for him to be as the main villain in the second film.
Exactly. Let's see, what else? Where do you rank this in your DCEU movies? Where do you rank Aquaman?
Well, I haven't seen the ultimate cut yet.
of Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hard for me to do some ranking.
Okay.
I could explain it like the day after DC Fandom.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, Aquaman is in my top three, top four DCU. I think it's probably. I think it's at three because my number one is The Suicide Squad, which came out earlier this year. Number two is Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then number three would be Aquaman. So I'm super excited for this film. This Aquaman is my second most anticipated film. Um, I don't know if it's my second. Shoot, I'm excited for all the DC movies that we have next year, but honestly, I can't rank them. I am gonna say my number one is the Batman, and then after that, I had really it's nitpicking for what is my next most anticipated movie. And yeah, that's all we're gonna say about Aquaman 2. I think hopefully they'll maybe release a teaser footage. I don't know because it is CGI heavy compared to a lot of the other DCEU films. Not all of them, but to some of them. So maybe we'll see some fight action, some fighting, some set pieces, things like that. But yeah, and we're gonna move on to next one. All right, guys, and next we're going to be talking about the Flash movie, which comes out in December of next year. It's going to be the last DC movie to come out. And so, a little backstory, and if you know this, then okay, you already know this. If you don't, then this movie has been in production or it's been being made for a solid 4 or 5 years, maybe 5 years. And it's always been delayed because either it's production or the director pulled out or things like that. So it's good that we're finally getting this movie, that we finally have a director and everything in place. So before we get to the casting and what we expect to see at DC Fandome, uh, what are you excited to see?
But I am really looking forward to see a the Flash new suit.
Okay.
So as Michael Keaton suit.
Yeah. We'll get to the casting. What else?
Then apparently a bit more concept art.
The concept art from last year. You think we'll see a teaser? It's coming out late next year, but you think we'll see some footage? Maybe you think so?
Yeah, but who knows? Just waiting to see until DC Fandom starts.
Okay, for sure. So like I said, I'm gonna start mentioning the cast. Ezra Miller's the Flash. I have the cast right here. Ezra Miller's the Flash, and so this movie's gonna be loosely based on Flashpoint Paradox. And if you haven't seen that animated film, it's on HBO Max. It's my favorite or one of my favorite animated DC movies that they've put out. And spoiler warning: if you do want to watch it, just skip ahead 30 seconds right now. Okay, so Flashpoint Paradox is about Barry Allen and that he's gonna travel back in time to prevent the death of his mother, and so that's what the story is gonna be. What I believe the movie's gonna be based off of. Okay, so if you skipped ahead about 30 seconds, here we are again. So it's gonna be including time travel, and in time travel, it's gonna be Michael Keaton's Batman, and it's confirmed. There's been footage of the Wayne Manor that they used in the Tim Burton Batmans. Michael Keaton has been there's been photos of him on set, so we have Michael Keaton returning as Batman, and that's really crazy.
Yeah.
You enjoy the original Batman movies?
Yep, the second film is really good.
You like the second one, and do you like the first one as well?
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson as Joker and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see Michael Keaton, and right here on the casting it says Ben Affleck, that he's gonna be coming back as Batman. So they're gonna have two Batmans in this movie. That's gonna be really fun and interesting. We're gonna have Kara Zor-El, who is Superman's cousin, and I'm excited to see that. She's gonna be Latina Supergirl, and like I said, that's awesome. I'm excited, and to see that on the big screen is gonna be really cool. We're gonna have Iris West, Barry Allen's girlfriend, lover, wife. Nora Allen, who is going to be Barry Allen's mother. And then, there's other casting. I don't want to say these because I don't know if they're confirmed or not. And yeah, so that's the cast for the Flash movie. Out of all the characters that I named, who are you really excited to see on the big screen?
Let's see.
This is a Perrier water. It's really good.
This is responsible.
No, I can't say it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What happened?
So, one few thing I'm looking for to see how it's going. How it's going to deal with the plot and stuff. Since we don't have the official. Wait, do we got the synopsis?
No, we don't have the official synopsis yet.
Okay, we have no idea what the whole synopsis is.
Okay.
Except, wait, hold on.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, don't know what I could expect the movie. So
Okay.
If we get footage though, we'll get like a bit taste here and there.
Okay. All right. I believe I read somewhere that it's gonna be just behind the scenes footage of this movie. If it is, that's still great, and I think most likely it will be, because if they might not show a teaser for Aquaman 2, they're not gonna show a teaser for the Flash because that comes out months afterwards. And yeah, I think how I said Aquaman 2 is my second most. I really, if I do really do think about it, The Flash is my second most anticipated movie, DC movie next year. And so we're gonna move on to the other stuff, other movies, other video games, and TV shows that they might have announced, teasers, and things like that. All right, guys. So now we're gonna move on. Like I said, all the other shows and movies that they have coming out. So first, I want to start off with the HBO Max exclusive movies that are going to be coming out next year. First off, we're going to be talking about Batgirl. We don't know much about Batgirl. They announced the lead Batgirl the other day. She's Latina and she starred in the Heights movie. So that's going to be really fun. She's going to be Barbara Gordon, and I seen some concept art and she looks amazing as Batgirl. And that's really nice. Next, we have Blue Beetle. It's going to be the first Mexican American superhero led movie that we're going to have, and that's really special. I cannot wait to watch that. It's going to be starring Miguel from Cobra Kai. If you've seen Cobra Kai, then you've seen Miguel in that show, and he's going to be Blue Beetle, and that's hella awesome. And we're also going to get, I believe next year, Zatanna. But there's not much on that right now. I don't even think they casted Zatanna, but so yeah, I can't really say much on that because they haven't showed anything or said anything about that movie. Next, I want to talk about Peacemaker.
Yep.
Okay. So you go with that. Go.
So if you have seen the Suicide Squad movie yet,
Spoiler.
So yeah, at the end credit scene, say with Peacemaker and.
What?
Help to explain how things get.
Okay, all right. So, in the end credit scene for the Suicide Squad, it shows that Peacemaker was not killed by Bloodsport in the movie. That he did survive getting shot and being buried in rubble. So that's basically, it's gonna carry us into the Peacemaker show starring John Cena. It's also gonna have a few characters that we saw in the Suicide Squad. Mainly two of Amanda Waller's workers. They're going to be in the show, and Peacemaker was a standout. Every character in Suicide Squad was a standout, but to see him was really great. Look, show him. We have a few Funko Pops that he bought for himself. We got Bloodsport, Idris Elba's Bloodsport. And then Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang. So we love Suicide Squad. We're gonna get more Funko Pops from them, but those are the two that we have been able to find that we found in stores. So that's the Peacemaker show. Next, let's talk about Super Pets. That's Ralphie. Go ahead.
So Super Pets, and they confirmed Dwayne the Rock Johnson as Crypto the dog.
Dwayne Johnson's gonna be in 2 DC films next year.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
And Kevin Hart been confirmed as Ace the Bat Hound.
Kevin Hart's gonna be Bat Hound?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I saw that teaser still was shown on IGN.
Okay.
Then Keanu Reeves will be in it.
Did they say who Keanu Reeves is gonna be?
No, but one thing I'm kind of assuming that sounds pretty cool though if he'd been cast as Batman in this one.
They could put Keanu Reeves as Batman. That would be really, his voice fits it. Kevin Hart as a Bat Hound. That's gonna be really funny. I love Kevin Hart's gonna be great.
Yep. That's like the first one already. The first one was what's that movie that was released 5 years ago with Dwayne?
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, with Dwayne and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Central Intelligence.
And Jumanji.
Both Jumanji films.
And now DC Super Pets.
DC Super. So this is their and they're also Hobbs and Shaw, that Fast and the Furious movie. Kevin Hart made a cameo.
Oh, did not know that.
So this is their fifth time working together on a movie. Give me 1 second. Okay, and that is Super Pets. We briefly talked about Super Pets, Blue Beetle, Batgirl, Zatanna. Next, we're going to talk about a TV show, Harley Quinn, the animated show. If you have not seen that, it's on HBO Max, Season 1 and Season 2. I highly recommend watching it. Have you seen the whole show, or it's gory?
Yeah, I've seen about 3 episodes, and boy, I really want to bench out the show when Season 3 release.
Okay, so yeah, Season 3, it's gonna be coming out next year. They're already, I believe, in post production. They've been working on it for a while, so we'll get that next year, starring Kaylee Cuoco, Zoe Bell, and that's gonna be really, really nice to watch. Season 3, hilarious, and I cannot wait. Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about is, look, you want to show them?
Yeah.
So he loves Harley Quinn. Look, this is his Harley Quinn plush. And then he has a couple of Harley Quinn Funko Pops.
And I do got a Harley Quinn comic book.
And a Harley Quinn comic book. I love Harley Quinn too. She's amazing. And his Harley Quinn hat. We love Harley Quinn. He loves Harley Quinn. Awesome. Also, yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the 2 video games that they announced last year. And so they were supposed to come out in 2021. But I figured that they wouldn't be coming out because that was too early because of announcements and stuff. So it's going to be Gotham Knights, which is going to be sort of a spin-off off of the Arkham series. And also it's going to be Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. So Gotham Knights, it's going to be you can play as 4 playable characters, which is Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, and Robin. And the gameplay footage I really enjoyed. I believe the engine is following. It's going to be Montreal, Rocksteady Montreal, and they made Arkham Origins. And so Arkham Origins came out 2010, 11. No, that doesn't sound right. 2013, something like that. It came out early 2010s. And when I played it, it was, to me personally, it was a bit clunky compared to the other Arkham games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then eventually Arkham Knight. But I mean, that was years ago, and so this is, they're going to be making this new Gotham Knights, and the storyline is going to be loosely, or it's going to follow the Court of Owls. And if you haven't read the Court of Owls, I recommend reading that. And then the next video game, like I had mentioned, is Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, and that one's going to be made by Rocksteady. And they made the rest of the Arkham Knight games. If I said if I said Rocksteady Montreal, I don't believe that's the name of the studio. Forgive me, I'm sorry. So Justice League, Kill the Justice League Suicide Squad, I believe that's going to be, you can also play as 4 characters. It's going to be Harley Quinn, Kingshot, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang. And are you going to play any of these 2?
Let's see. Perhaps I would, and when they get on sale. Mm-hmm. Right now, the Arkham Knights one, the gameplay that we got is basically the beta.
Oh yeah.
Wait till when the final version.
The final version comes out.
Yeah, and Justice League Kill Suicide Squad. Apparently, unfortunately, we did not got a gameplay footage beta.
It was like a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
And so, if you saw the teaser from last year, hopefully we get gameplay this year. I'm sure we will. It's been a year. The villain is going to be Brainiac, and Brainiac is going to take control of Superman. And maybe if it's in the title, Kill the Justice League, and maybe we'll see other members of the Justice League. But their mission is to stop Brainiac, who's controlling Superman. and that's going to be really fun to play a DC game where you're the villains. Come on, come on! I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then anything else on DC Fandom?
Okay, we got to pause it for a second. And yeah, that's everything. That we didn't cover every single thing that they're going to be talking about, but we covered some of the main topics: the DC movies, the DC animated movie, the DC HBO Max movies. Oh, what else?
Oh yeah, and that Injustice direct-to-video film.
Oh yeah, he just reminded me that they're going to be making a Injustice animated movie.
Direct-to-video.
It's going to be direct to videos. It's most likely going to be on HBO Max, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's also going to be coming out. If you play the Injustice games, they're going to be making an animated movie for that, and that's hella awesome because I love the games. And that's it. So the movies, the Harley Quinn show, the video games, the Peacemaker show, and yeah. So that's pretty much the main topics for DC Fandome. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Chris.
And Ralph.
And we'll talk to you next time. Have a nice day and have a nice night.